If you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
if you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
we just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we played it just cash. I put my money in a strong position. They try to tell me I can't win, it's just a stupid superstition. Cause when I focus, you will notice that I'm winning. We demolish every bookie, there ain't no competition. Now listen, I would never give you shitty picks and do you wrong. Come and join the Discord, tell these bets and hit the bone. Cooking up a parlay super unders and a song. We be really winning, this ain't just to make another song. So if you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
we coming in and we taking all the money.
Just cash.
They can't do nothing to stop us.
Just cash.
Hey, fuck these bookies, man.
Just cash.
They wanna limit me cause I win. Label me the enemy cause all I do is win. Just give us a try, this is where it all begins. I'm not gonna lie, all I know how to do is just win. If you love making money and wanna win,
Just
they wanna
cash.
limit me cause I win.
Just cash.
If you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash. Just cash.
Just cash.
love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we played it just cash. Love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we played it just cash.
Hey, hold up. Fuck, I lost too much money on that shit. You fucking fuck. Hey, it's
Just cash.
Hey E, how you feeling over there, guy? You all right over there on this Friday evening?
Yo, what's going on, everyone? Yeah, man, doing all right. Not gonna lie to y'all, I'm definitely a little bit on the sleepier side tonight. Just kind of been feeling a little drained all afternoon, but not too bad, man. We are here for a little late night action. We're gonna hit you guys with a little stream, talk about Saturday's slate, and yeah, man. Today wasn't too bad. I feel like we had pretty solid plays overall. Trey Kaufman-Wren did unfortunately get some icing free throws at the end of the game to go over, but we did hit the hedge bet or the middle bet with Sorber. He hit 38 fantasy exactly, so he stayed in between those two lines.
Beautiful. Too bad Robbie's
Yes,
a
sir.
dickhead, but fuck Robbie. That was a great play, regardless of the Robbie part. Fuck Robbie.
Yeah, the pairings for the hedge, was a bit unfortunate, but if you played them individually like we had it on the list, then hopefully you're able to pair it up with something else.
Hell yeah.
But
Big Jom said 6 more subs, E. We only need 6 more.
Yeah, six more. My roommate has tried to save himself, but save it for the 1,000 subscribers. So we got a virtual. We just need 5 more.
Oh, shit. Really? He's trying to hit the 1,000 right when it gets to 999?
Yeah.
Oh, that dude.
Yeah, he's-
I like it. Okay, cool. He's like, I'm going to christen the 1,000. I like that idea. That's tight.
Yeah, so we'll see if that happens.
I'm sure it will. He just got to look and... Actually, who knows? 2 might hit close and he'll be so mad. Like on eBay when you're
Yeah.
waiting for that last little second and someone gets that bid in. Oh, man. Ian's here.
Yo, what's good, dude?
We haven't
What's going
seen
on, man?
Ian here in a while. Ian's been MIA, man. Been working too much, I guess.
I know, working, man.
Working man, huh? Damn, Ian. Okay, well, I see Ian's been hitting in the Discord decently. I like that. All right, well, whatever he wants to do, man. I know you're tired as shit tonight, so you want to just try to get through what we got, and we can bounce up out and find some more for tomorrow morning.
Yeah, we'll definitely try to hit the ground first thing in the morning, find some more plays for everyone with this being such a massive slate. It did take them a little bit longer to actually drop more of the games than we expected, so that's a bit unfortunate, but we had some pretty solid early looks and a couple of, I think, very spicy plays, especially the second one that, shout out to you, Underrated. You were able to do some deep dives into looking at something that's going to be a possible quite a banger play. So I'm super excited. We like a good under. And yeah, man. So we'll kick it off here talking about Wesley Yates again, just kind of recapping for big USC going up against Michigan State. They opened him back up at 12.5 points, and honestly, it's just way too low of a line for him. So last 10 games, or he started the last 11 games, and if we had another box over here, you could see a really good performance, but he's just been coming up just shy of this point prop, in just a few games. Some of them were a bit of a blowout, like this one, obviously, 21-point blowout. He did see a slight reduction in minutes. It was one of the first games that he didn't play over 30 minutes. And then the following game was basically the same script. It was a 32-point blowout. So he did lose minutes in these production as well. But in all the games who have stayed marginally close, the only real one was this one. And still, it was basically a 20-point blowout the whole time against Wisconsin. And Wisconsin's been pretty solid inside of that mid-range and interior. They play a solid drop coverage, and he just, came up a little short of that. But Michigan State, they like to play man. They like to play, just basically player versus player. And his on-court matchup's going to be pretty solid. He was, I believe, 13.5. And we've even seen him, I know for a fact this slate that he burned us, he was at 14.5 points. So it's a very discounted line from what we've seen as far as like him moving into the starting lineup and having this kind of production. I like it. It's at home. The matchup could be a little bit better. But the total is pretty healthy. Do like to see that. And surprisingly, we are getting a pace-up spot from Michigan State. So I think all things are giving us a green light here to take a stab at this 12.5.
For sure. Got to go back to Big Wesley, man. He's been good to us. And they haven't moved his line. 12.5. We got to do it again. Just a little juice on the over. If you want to put it with your favorite money line, Coach will probably have some good money lines tomorrow. So many games. I'm sure Coach will find some nice ones. Pick your favorite one, put it with Yates, get it down to maybe minus 110, minus 120, and pray he can score 13, which he should. Like we were saying earlier today, man, he's the number one scorer on the team, pretty much. Besides, what's his name? Claude. But, Yates is the guy, bro. 12.5 is too low. 13.5, 14.5, it should be. So definitely the top play. And guess who's here? Big Coach. You know what he says?
Hey.
He said, any nukes? He's new to CBB and he's looking for guidance.
Yeah, there may be a couple. You're going to be able to really find those in the Discord. So, we could just kind of hop into it real fast here. But do us a huge favor, you guys. If you're hanging out with us this late at night, make sure, if you're not already, subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button as well. Help us fight the algorithms. And, yeah, man. Discord's going to be where the, so to speak, nukes are going to be at.
Yeah, the so to speak nukes. I think he was joking though, because he knows, good plays, play a unit. Good, decent plays, play a half unit. No nukes. Unless we get some crazy lineup change or something. Ian says, yeah, bro, I've missed streams, been at work, always ready to make money though. Big Ian, there we go. Big Ian starting to do some more FanDuel, starting to do some 2 picks. I don't see him throwing those 5 and 6 picks out anymore and joking around. He's serious now. Trying to make money now, Big Ian. G-Man says, what's up, fellas? Yay, G-Man can make it at the nighttime. Okay, we haven't seen him around much either. At least in the
Yay, what's up, man? Hopefully you guys are doing well today.
C-Dot says nukes and free youngin.
Yeah.
I know. Come on, youngin. DP Will, what's up, bro? He says, fellas, thanks for doing this on late night. Thank E. If you guys haven't hit the like yet, hit the like for E, because he's passing out. He could barely even make it on the stream. So he's doing us all a favor by giving us some early plays. The least you can do is hit the like for the mans. And we can get on to it, E, if you want to.
All right. And as always, we appreciate you guys all one and the same. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us tonight. All right. So moving on next, we got Sam Welcher and a play that you kind of did some digging on. And I think we got a pretty solid lean on what to expect for tomorrow. But we're looking at the under 14.5 PRA.
Yeah, I hope, man.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I hope it works. It's one of those ones. It feels like a tackle bet almost. We got a guy coming in, right? Devon Smith? Devion or Devon? I don't know how to pronounce his name because he's been out for a few games now. But he's supposed to be coming back. And you saw me DM the good old beat writer, and he wrote me back in like 1 second, bro. I went to Chat GPT. I said, who is the beat writer for St. John's? They said, Zach, whatever the fuck his name was. I looked him up on Twitter, wrote him a DM. I said, hey, you think Smith's going to start? I know he's coming back. He said, no, he'll probably come off the bench for about 20 minutes. I said, do you think Wilcher's still going to start? He said, yes. So he said that he wrote it back like he was my homie. So we got inside info. Wilcher's going to start, but we know Smith's going to take some of his minutes. And look, bro, he barely does shit now without him. So 14.5 under feels like a good play. Faux show.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I don't mind it. And it's not like Davion Smith has been out for, a really extended amount of time. He came back from injury for this one game. They gave him some time off. And 2 games out is not too anything, honestly extreme. I think we should expect to see him coming off the bench. But, I mean, man, you look at this other guy and poor Welcher, even with just the crazy amount of minutes that he's been playing.
Right.
I mean, he's just really, really struggled so far over the last month. There's been a couple of games, where he was able to shoot 50% or above from the field that he had a spike performance, but we've already seen so far throughout the year, like even between Davion Smith and the other guard for that matter, because Smith wasn't even out for some of these, it just kind of seems like he's still trying to find his footing in the offense as a whole. And if Smith is going to be back and God forbid the other guard have a better performance overall, we could totally see this first part of the season here where he was playing, 16 to 23 minutes. Because here's where Davion Smith got hurt. And even here down the stretch, I mean, where Smith hadn't quite come back yet, I mean, he still had some games where he only played at best 28 minutes. And I mean, yes, those were both kind of a season high performance for him, but other than that, I mean, sandwiched around those performances were very mediocre outings. So if Davion can come back and just have a reasonable game and or not get hurt again, split the minutes pretty much dead even almost, if not skewed for one side or another. But I would say at least pencil him down for a solid split over the 40 minutes. And if our guy, gets hot coming back in for the first game after injuries, then it's only going to take away minutes from him here directly. So I don't mind that. We are sweating some of this maybe production kind of flash and pan that we've seen. But if this dude isn't really being able to, one, get to the free throw line to kind of pad that, which we saw in this second game here, very, very high bar. And especially if we're going to see reduction in minutes, that's just going to be kind of a hard ass. So I don't mind that. Beat writer seems to be pretty confident about it too. And 14.5 PRA, we're going to take the under.
Let's do it. I love the little inside info, and I love unders. And J Nug says, yesterday fucking smacked. Big underrated, had to bust out your 4-minute drill song for the victory. Yes, sir. Yeah, I like that. I'd like that, Nug. Get hyped up, Nug. Get hyped. Let's go. Cool, man. Okay, so I think we got 2 solid ones to start it off. What else you got on there?
Yeah, so John Broom here. Isn't it John L, if I'm not mistaken?
It's Janai, I think. Janai Broom.
Janai?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we're looking for the sweep here. Broom, man, coming back from an injury, looked absolutely spectacular this last game. First game back, it was a tougher matchup, but I don't blame him against Tennessee. And Mississippi, Ole Miss is not bad. I will say they are a pretty solid team overall, but they do struggle with the bigs, and I think that's something that they've been trying to work on, but overall still are trying to find success in slowing down these high-powered, high-usage bigs. Broom's just, even though his lines are set up higher, it's for a good reason. I mean, this dude, when he's healthy, he's very explosive as far as plays and being able to get to the mid-range, get to the free throw line. It's a great rebounding spot for him. It is a bit of a tougher point scorer, and it is going to be a pace down for Auburn, but I don't mind that overall for, where the rebounds can kind of offset a little bit of that. So stay out of foul trouble. Don't get hurt again. I mean, this dude's been locked for basically right at 30 PR. And in some of these games where he's come up short, they were either blowout games or, he just kind of fell flat in the matchup. I don't mind it. Feels like a pretty solid line still for him and under his potential.
Yes, sir. Big Janai is back, and it's not the best matchup, but it's actually a tough matchup. But man, they're gonna go to him every minute. You can imagine they're just gonna go straight to him all game long. And man, his rebounding 16 rebounds, 17 rebounds. It's a normal thing for him. So we got to add the PR, I think, instead of just the points. And half unit play. Got to ride with him though.
Yeah, I don't mind it, honestly. And his on-court matchup is not really that scary of a one. A reasonable defender. I mean, he does come with at least a block a game, so I would not be surprised to see at least that happen. But he does get a bit handsy. We've seen several games, especially over the last month, averaging 3 to 4 fouls a game at least. And he did have 2 out of the last 5 games where he did end up fouling out. So we could see, if Broom can draw that early foul on him, I wouldn't be surprised to see them just repeatedly attack inside the paint. They also really can't afford to double him either, because Baker Marza has been very explosive inside that mid-range and sometimes beyond the arc. So there's a good chance he's going to drag his defender out there. And Cardwell, he's not the best offensive scoring upside, obviously very low volume guy. Really solid as far as keeping his hands to himself. He's a great defender. There's just, a small chance they could try to double Broom, but I don't think between the wing players and Auburn's 3 position that they can really afford to do that. So, yeah, man, just a solid line for him. It's still well within his season average, and game total, pace, all that stuff is not a bad one.
Dope.
149. Don't mind that.
Yep. Let's get it. I'm happy about all of them so far. And then Leach, I know you like Leach already, and we're trying to go back to him, and hopefully he can do it for us at home. He looks good at home. And his lines are still kind of low, right?
Yeah, honestly, man, he's been kind of one of those players that did kind of fall off here in the middle stretch of the season, but we've seen the team for Northwestern really kind of move into a bit of a different direction, I believe, where we have Nick Martinelli as one of their primary scorers, and then the 1B guy has kind of fluctuated between Barnhizer and Leach, but it does look like Barnhizer is still kind of continuing to struggle to find his shot, whereas Leach has been pretty consistent in that regard. But where the things have kind of deferred over the last couple of weeks, it seems like Barnhizer, he's been more actually trying to play a small forward position, facilitate the offense a little bit, and just kind of he reminds me of a DeMar DeRozan player with just a little bit more of assist upside. So Jalen, he's been really solid, especially along the perimeter, which also shout out his 1.5 threes. I feel like is a touch low from what we've seen over him in the last month, but he's really stepped it up in this regard, being able to nail threes more consecutively every game. And the assist and playmaking has really also come up over the last month itself specifically. So I don't mind those 2 things both moving in a positive direction. And the fact that this last game, we thought that he was going to get bumped up a little bit more than what he should have. He crushed that line in this matchup against Rutgers, which, to be fair, is a more difficult matchup than what we have here. Wisconsin has been a powerhouse, no doubt. I wouldn't be surprised if they, win the game overall. But Leach has been a very solid player, and I do like him at home. So 17.5, sign me up.
I agree, man. I don't think we can go wrong with what we got so far. I see profit. Can't win them all, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total. 5 tomorrow so far? 3 of them are going to hit at least. 3. At least 3. Hopefully 4. And goodness, my 5 would be amazing. So the last one is Big Igor. The other 2 you already talked about earlier today, I guess.
Yeah, we already talked about Mobley and Thornton. They do play on Sunday, but same place as our stream from yesterday. The PA still just feels way too low for Mobley and kind of the new position that he's been playing. And for Bruce Thornton, he's barely being able to get 3 assists per game over the last 10 to 11 games. So we've been riding that 4.5 for a hot minute now, but I think we could take one more stab. At least we will know this game for sure if it's safe to play the 3.5. Best case scenario, he stays under the 3.5, ends with 3 at the worst. Or if he ends up going over the 3.5, there's a real good shot that they bump him back up to 4.5, and we're just going to take the under again.
There we go. I'm with it. Ian says,
right.
Okay, so what are your favorite 3 if you're going to do a 3-man?
I mean, definitely Yates. I do like some combination. Sam Welcher. The PRA was pretty solid, and I think, did they have a PA line for him as well? WIO. Tripping. I was like, where's this guy at? Let's see. P 11.5. That's a little bit too low. Nah. PRA is probably the more solid move here. Welcher, I think, is definitely not a bad option, especially if if the other dude starts, that would just be absolutely amazing. But being realistic, more than likely they just split the minutes here. Yates, Leach, I like those two a lot. I would say just kind of off the bat, and then one of either Broom or Wiltshire. Wiltshire could be sneaky free, man. I mean, like straight up, he could end the game with 8 or 9 PRA. Wouldn't be surprised.
For real, I might put a little more money than I should on it just for fun, just to sweat a little more.
I don't blame you.
At least a unit, if not 1.5 or something. Make it fun. So then one more, yeah. Igor, Big Igor, only needs 10 points. Can Big Igor get us 10, man?
Yeah, man. I definitely think it's in his wheelhouse, and it is a player that, we've seen some of the more recent struggles and, the rookie ebbs and flows of the season where he started off pretty solid. He started off red hot, honestly. Just the first 4 games, absolutely phenomenal. Did run into a bit of a tougher matchup for this opponent. They beat him by 40, so he didn't really have to do anything. And then somewhere in here where he kind of went into this injury, it really took a toll on him where it looked like it was going to be something that maybe was concerning as far as like season-long stuff. But the minutes have finally started to come back up. This last game against Baylor, he did only play 26 minutes, so I would like to see him play just a tad bit more than that. But the guy's still getting to the free throw line. I mean, basically twice a game at least. We got a mixed bag shooter between threes and on the field. He's actually pretty close to a 50% shooter. So, I mean, a nice variety, being able to attack overall. And on the season, he averages just over 11 points. So we are getting the line just on a discount itself. I don't mind it. The game total, pace, and all that is definitely not bad. 157 is pretty crazy, so I did like seeing that. There's going to be a lot of opportunity to score, really high pace overall. It is on the road, so I mean, it's one thing he's kind of had a bit of a struggle. I will caution you on that. But 9.5, I mean, these rookies, it's a bit of a wild west and some unknowns. This line could be perfectly normal for him, and this line could be closer to 13.5 in a couple of days from now or a couple of weeks from now, a few slates down the road. So 9.5, I don't mind that. We definitely played him a lot at the 10.5 and 11.5 earlier on in the season, so I think he's got it in him. He's a big dude too, man. I mean, he's 6'9". It's from Moscow too. The overseas guys like the ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's good, man. He's a youngster. He's super highly ranked. Like you said, 6'9". He can pass. He's like he's almost like what's his name? Good old Casper, but he's not as well known, and he's probably not as developed, and he probably won't go as high in the draft, but he should be. I would figure first round pick because he's so young and still showing a lot of promise, even though his points are a little low, but he can grow into this, man. His potential's crazy. That's why when it's 9.5, it's like, man, it's 5 little buckets for this dude. In a fast game, you gotta be able to give us 10, man. And Eric E2's here. He said, yo! What's up, E2?
Hey, what's up, man?
He says, no, I'm late. E2, why you late, bro? You knew we were coming on here at 10. You know, we know you're in Cali, bro. You have no excuse. Eric's over here in Oklahoma, tired as hell. He wasn't late. What's up, E2? Come on, man.
Man, I'm really curious if they are actually going to play him with their on guard position. So one thing I really, really like about Igor, he needs to come out and be dominant in this matchup. But one thing I absolutely love, dude, UCF, their two guards are 6'1" and 6'3". If this dude does not score 10 damn points
That's what I'm
when
saying.
he has like when he has this much of an insane height advantage, like a 6 to 8 inch, at least just straight up height advantage, like this dude better crush these guards into the ground.
Yeah, 10 points, bro. You got 20-minute half and another 20-minute half. You got 40 minutes to score 5 buckets. Come the fuck on. We know he's only going to play mid 20 minutes, maybe 30 if it's close and they need him in there, but still, man. 5 buckets, bro. I think it's a perfect matchup for it, like you said. Smaller guards, up pace. Not at home, the only negative, but 9.5, we got to do it.
Yeah, man, I think so, honestly. I cannot find his weight, just out of curiosity, see if he's got more size in that regard on these guys, you know, where he can back them down and try to play some bully ball. But I mean, shit, just on the fact that he's got so much actual height on either of these guards, I mean, if this dude does not score 10 points, then dog, back it up, man.
He's only he's 190 pounds.
Okay, cool. So evenly matched there, but in space, and especially in the mid-range or anytime he's slashing, it's all up to can he actually make the shot, because there's nobody that's going to be contesting that.
Hell yeah. I like these plays. And so many more to go through later tonight to have more plays in the Discord for tomorrow morning. And I'll be up for UFC at 6 a.m. So I'll have time to look even at some more plays in between fights. And you'll be up early too. So we'll be tossing some new plays in the Discord too. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, for sure. We'll definitely have some more plays for tomorrow. But that's what we got as far as early looks. And I think pretty obvious value that was standing out. So I like it, man. I like what we got here, at least to start with, give you guys some action overnight as well. But I think that's going to do it for us today. You got anything else right now, man?
Nope, I just changed the name because Ian told me it's not Sam, it's Simeon. So there we go. Simeon Wilcher. Thank you there, Big Ian. And I don't really have much else. I'm excited for tomorrow. I know today was a bit unlucky with the few plays that we did have, unfortunately. But, you know, that should happen sometimes. We just trust the process, as everyone says. And in the long run, we come out on top. We just keep doing what we're doing, keep getting better, keep learning, keep making rules for ourselves, and make it better. Ian says I was typing Sam and not getting anything. Yeah, my bad, Ian. Yep, Simeon. There we go. Okay, cool. I think we're good then, bro.
Dope.
Let you get out of here and get some sleep.
All right, man. Sounds good. Well, we're gonna head out, and I'm definitely planning on getting up early, so we're gonna get after it again in the morning. I think we're still missing just a few games, if I'm not mistaken. There's 1 or 2 games that should be up here, so we'll keep an eye out for that as well. But make sure you guys hop in the Discord. That's where you're gonna get all the access for the plays and anything we drop beyond this. Still running the 7-day free trial, so hop in there, check it out, and we will see you there. All right, Underrated. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us on this late night event. And we will catch you guys back here on Monday for the stream itself. So have a great weekend. Good luck on Saturday and Sunday. And we'll catch y'all here later. Peace.